Alright, so let's figure out what's all going down in this building. Funny looking building. It's like some kind of palace or something. I've seen this design before in ancient Japanese architecture. But that logo's got something, pretty suspicious with it. Did I just see some random lens filler happening off that building like 15 seconds ago? Like right there! Yeah, there totally is! That's the Tokugawa Aoa Oi, the Hollyhocks. It's the Tokugawa Group's logo, borrowed from the Tokugawa family crest. Crest. I don't know why I was trying to combine those two words. Look how big they've got it up there. You can't miss it. Can we just go in? This appears to be the front entrance. Hey, it's open. Let's go. I agree. Let's go inside.
それじゃあ中に入ろう。
ここは徳川製薬の研究開発ビルだ。関係者以外の立ち入りは禁止になっているんだ。悪いがお引き取り願おうか。
I'm here to look at your plant. Or your security camera. The surveillance camera. Lately they've been able to put security camera monitoring under computer control. Hey, what do you think you're doing? It looks like a research lab. It says DDS on the glass. What do you guys want? I'm just gonna poke a prod everything. That door looks pretty thick. You wouldn't be able to force it open. It's the type of door you get with a walk-in safe. Whatever's back there must be important. What do you guys want?
BCP のものだが、ここで働いている北条健三のことで話が聞きたい。
警察？なんだ BCP か。俺はここの警備兼受付を任されている斉藤ってもんだ。で、どういう要件だ？
この研究所に北条健三という男が勤めてるはずだが。
ああ、確かに北条さんならうちの社員だ。何年も前からこの研究所で働いてる。俺なんかよりもずっと古いさ。
実は北条氏の捜索願いが出てるんだが。
捜索願い？そうか。それじゃあもうオープンなんだ。
ん？今なんて？
いや、会社の方から信用問題になるからしばらく様子を見るようにって言われてね。
マスコミに騒がれるとまたイメージダウンだからな。
まあ早い話がそういうこと。うちほどのグループになるといろいろと妬まれたりするから。
それで北条氏はいつから？
それがもう3週間にもなるかな。北条さん連絡もなしにぷっつりと来なくなったんだ。それでこっちも困ってるんだ。どうしていいものやら。家族の方からも問い合わせがあるし、会社からは口止めされてるしでね。
Where does Hojo live? The most exclusive area of Tokugawa Hills. You can't miss it. Huge place at the end. Tokugawa Hills, huh? That's a high-placed residential area. A lot of Japanese live there. All Tokugawa-related information is protected by law, right? I think anyone desperate enough could get hold of that. Could get hold of an address. Well, it's not like I didn't have a clue where he might live. It's just better to get their permission. You have any idea what happened to Hojo? Well, he was a real workaholic. Maybe all the stress finally got to him. He was holed up in here almost non-stop in the weeks before he disappeared. He could have gone back home. A lot of terrestrials do that. You mean return syndrome? That's when someone who can't cope with living on Beyond anymore leaves their family and job behind and disappears to home. I really read that sentence like disjointed, but yeah. It happens a lot in our company since we have so many Japanese employees. Japanese people can be like that. I'm sure there would have been word if he had been involved in an accident or something. Maybe he really did just want to get away from this place. What does Hojo's job involve? He's head of DDS development here and also the sales rep for DDS products. The latter involves distributing information to hospitals and doctors about new drugs. Develop here. Anyone else work with him? Mr. Hojo ran just about the entire thing himself. Research, development, and marketing. I heard he had several assistants before, but they all left. He did it all himself? Yeah, at least nowadays. Only a very select number of extremely intelligent people work here. But still, it's like this. Our company is very paranoid. Mr. Hojo's work in particular is highly classified, even within the company. How did Hojo seem before he disappeared? Anything unusual about him? He just finished work on a new project. Everything went well, as far as I know. Did he appear worried about anything? If he was worried about anything, I'd say it would be his daughter more than his work. His daughter? He said she was very ill, that she needed a bone marrow transplant. Something like that. Her name's Karen. He said drugs couldn't cure her. Cruel irony for him. Mr. Hojo loves his daughter very much. He never stopped thinking about her. What's the DDS you mentioned? It stands for Drug Delivery System. DDS development looks at new ways to deliver drugs. Before, all drugs had to go through the process of absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion. That meant only a small amount of the drug ever reached the target area. You with me so far? So the goal of any DDS product is to ensure the necessary amount of a drug is present in the target area at all times. You get all that? Not really. They did this in the past, though. They did this in the past through ribosomes or microspheres, in the case of cancer drugs, for instance, with their numerous side effects. This guy's a walking encyclopedia. In other words, a DDS treatment is... My phone went off and I got distracted. A DDS treatment is like a targeting system that sends a drug exactly where you want it to go. It's also called the missile treatment. So it delivers a drug straight to the diseased area. Is it accurate? Of course. What's more, you can also control how much is released and when it's released. The artificial bones made of bioactive cement used in people with osteoporosis and certain rheumatic disorders are also a type of DDS. Geez, what isn't DDS? It covers a wide area, yes. Injections and oral medications can be DDS as well. Though I should mention that we don't conduct research on prodrugs or antidrugs here. What's this new project Hojo was working on? All I can tell you is the newest product in our DDS line. Sorry, officers, but the rest is classified. There's a lot of competition in this industry, and I have a job to keep. Please, if I told you anything, my job would be the least of my worries. Can you give us something? Even the littlest detail could help. We won't tell anyone you talk to us. Well, all I'll say is the code name is K9. K9. What is it you guys do here? This is the Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals Research and Development Facility on Beyond. Our main focus here is our DDS work. The other area of interest is the factory where we manufacture drug samples. I mentioned everything I can, the rest is top secret. Okay? Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals pioneered made-in-space drug development. We're now the world leader in pharmaceutical technology with a track record that speaks for itself. We're one of the true colony-age businesses. I suppose our Japanese management style is one of the reasons for our success. We're also involved with the production of designer foods and functional foods. The company holds large shares of markets besides pharmaceuticals. Are you an actual Tokugawa employee or are you with a security company? I was originally an assistant here, but with my physique, they decided to put me on security. I'm still an official employee. That's how I hold a certain level of knowledge about our operations. You couldn't call me an expert anymore, though. Were you born on Beyond? Yes, I was Beyond born and raised here on the colony. My parents were Japanese terrestrials. You look like you're in pretty good shape. Do you do any sports or anything? Let's just talk all about him. I practiced judo and karate for a number of years. Oh, let's knock my mic out. What do you want to know so much about me? Okay, we go with it. Who's taking over for him? All DDS work was suspended after Mr. Hojo's disappearance. Who knows when it'll start back up? He always talked about how great she was and beautiful. Shame she has such a serious illness. DDS also focuses on prolonging the effects of drugs, not just their delivery. For patients undergoing long-term treatment, we can avoid having to give frequent doses. Instead of taking a drug several times a day, you could take it once a month, or once every several months. You might not understand the rest. Oops. Okay. What's that to do with your investigation? I guess we'll show him the photo. Yes, it's Mr. Hojo. The woman next to him is his wife. So that's Hojo. Doesn't look like the type who'd just take everything and or leave everything and take off. He has the same photo in the work area. Hope you can find him for his family's sake. This is you, isn't it? What does this have to do with Mr. Hojo? She actually does resemble Mr. Hojo's wife a little. I know that picture. Our president was one of the Policenauts, so we see it a lot. Alright. So can we go inside?
その北条の研究室 DDS ルームの中を見せてもらいたいんだが、北条の足取りを探りたい。
頼む。
Sweet.
何か手がかりがあるかもしれん。
あんたら無茶言うな。
無茶は承知だ。
こいつの言う通りにした方がいいぞ。かえって面倒になる。
待ってくれ。面倒はごめんだ。
悪いようにはしない。
参ったな。
参ったんなら入れてくれ。
DDS ルームだけなら構わないが、会社には内緒にしてくれよ。
Alright, alright.
ビヨンズなんだ。こんなことが会社にバレたらここで働けなくなる。
大丈夫だ。約束する。
それじゃあロックを解除するか
Alright.
ら。さあ DDS ルームだ。
Looks pretty
北条
normal.
さんがいなくなった時のままの状態だ。あんまり触らないでくれよ。
Take a look at these computers. They've got a lot of different machines here, just what you'd expect for a place like this. Mr. Hojo used these in his research. I don't know what's what, to tell you the truth. There's a master-slave manipulator, too. These cost a lot of money. Sure do. Nothing but the latest and greatest. It's not easy getting your hands on this stuff. I'm pretty sure that's probably the photo, right? It's got a 2D photo here. And it's the same one. Mr. Hojo always keeps pictures of his family around. That's unusual for a Japanese in the workplace. That's his wife next to him. He talked about her a lot. This is the same photo Lorraine gave me. As you can probably tell, Mr. Hojo was a jealous guy. He was very protective of his wife. Kenzo Hojo. Seems like a down-to-earth guy. Lorraine. That's Mrs. Hojo. Alright. Take a look at this calendar.
ああ、それは北条さんが使ってたホワイトボードだよ。あの人几帳面だったからいつもそこに予定を書き込んでいたんだ。
これは北条の筆跡か？
間違いない。北条さんの字だ。
確か北条が消息を絶ったのが15日。
15日。予定が書き込んであるぞ。
Can't tell what's written actually on there.
この100の下は日本語か？
それはセットだ。
15日 K9 100セット BCCH
BCCH 何の略だ？
うちが薬を卸してる病院さ。
この下の落書きは何だろう。なんかのマークかな。
猫の足跡みたいだな。ちょっと
Weird.
待った。K9100 セットだって？ K9 ってまだ商品化されていないんだろう。どうして病院に100セットも？
新製品は許可が下りた時点で発売までの間にサンプルテストを行うんだよ。テストといっても副作用とかじゃなく、二次的なデータを集めて生産や営業への参考にするためさ。
それで100セットっていうのは腑に落ちんな。
その病院で確かめてみた方がいいな。
そのサンプルはどこで作るんだ？
ここの試作工場さ。
そこを見せてもらえないか？
それは無理だ。
Well, I guess we're going to go to the hospital here next. This plate has holograms of various K-series projects. They're all Mr. Hojo's work. K3 is a DDS that mimics contact lenses. It uses transmucosal delivery system, where the drug is absorbed through the ocular mucous membranes. K5 is a DDS patch that takes the form of a... K5 is a DDS that takes the form of a patch. It uses a transdermal delivery system where the drug is absorbed through the skin. So it's like an ordinary electroportation patch. The advantage of a transdermal patch is you can supply the drug for several weeks with one application. K6 is a DDS where the drug is absorbed through the buccal mucous membranes. That one's a little different from the others. That's a mosquito-type micro machine that we tried to use for administering injections. The medical establishment fiercely opposed it, however, so right now it's only used for drawing blood in certain cases. What's this blank space for? That's reserved for K9. We haven't revealed it to the public yet. We're still gathering data at the moment, so this is Hojo's latest success. That's a partition. When DDS development first started, this area was quite big. Each K-series product has its own team. These were used to separate them. It's a wall video phone. It isn't connected to an outside line for security reasons. What's this? That's the Tokugawa Group's network terminal. It's called the T-Gear 99. All the computers in the group are connected via network. It's used by employees for correspondence and work. It's a special type of hardware not available to the public. If this wasn't connected to the network, it'd be totally useless.